I went to school just to please my dad, developed some anger as aftermath. I fell off the course while you wait for a Porsche. I'm coming in late off a helipad. I ain't got that money, my nose always running. Alright, what's going on, guys? We're going to be covering Ada Ninjaz at first, and then we'll be going into some predictions. But I forgot to shout out Ada Ninjaz. They're going to have their mint on the 4th. It's going to be 48 Ada. And if you do own 10 of the RMR Ninjas, you will be given a free airdrop of the Atsuko. But some of their concerns are that the blockchain congestion may cause some issues, but also that during the early mint, people will be able to buy a ninja, let's say using their Nami, and then send one of their Season 1 ninjas that they just used to mint over to another wallet, and then they'll mint again, and then they'll send it over to another wallet and mint again, and they'll keep doing that even though they only have one NFT to work with. So this is a concern that could ruin the entire mint during the early mint or pre-mint, however you want to call it. And they're just not sure how they're going to handle it yet. So continue to monitor their Discord, and they will figure it out sometime in the future. Now, Ape Society is absolutely killing it in the last 24 hours. They have 372,000 ADA spent on these NFTs. The floor price is kind of right, but don't go off of this at all because JPEG has been extremely slow. They say that they're working on a fix where it will stop showing the pending offers, but at the moment it's still doing that. So this has been causing the floor to kind of be way lower than it's supposed to be. Somebody will list for 200, somebody will buy that one for 200, it'll list for 2 hours because it doesn't work. Somebody will think the floor is 200, they'll list for 190, and then somebody will buy 190 real quick, but then it'll pend for 2 hours and somebody will list for 180, and it just keeps happening. And this isn't just for Ada Apes, this is happening for all NFTs on JPEG, and they are desperately trying to fix this issue. It's affecting literally every single project, so I cannot wait till that gets fixed. So I said we were going to get into predictions, and my prediction is that Cypher Kick is eventually going to see the extreme love that we have seen in some of our other OG projects. Cypher Kick has been chilling at this probably 63 to 100 spot on OpenCNFT.io for weeks. They have gradually seen volume, you know, between like 1,000 every like few days or so, or a couple thousand here and there. So it's not bad. It's not dead at all. And the floor has actually slowly been rising. It was at like 30 when I first started, I think, wondering like when is Cypher Kick going to start getting its pump. And it's just been a slow grind. You know, now it's all the way up to 66. It's about double the mint price that I saw it at. And a lot of projects have doubled and just kind of chilled out there. But Cypher Kick has a lot to offer. For every single Cypher Kick that you own, you're going to be airdropped a Hypebeast PFP, which you will be able to customize with different attributes of partnerships that they do. So like if they partner with Hoskinson's, you'll be able to, let's say, have like a Hoskinson shirt that the Hypebeast is wearing. Not only this, but they're really aiming to make these PFPs the highest quality PFPs, and they're actually trying to make this this airdrop a #1 NFT, which no NFT has really done that. No NFT has come out with an NFT and then said, all right, for all the people who own this, we're going to airdrop an even better NFT. Normally, the airdrop is the lesser NFT. And I don't think they're trying to do that at all. They're not trying to make a lesser or better. They're trying to make literally an equal NFT. So it's going to be extremely crazy that if this is like possible, if this is even like a thing. But even regardless of that, even if the PFP is just a PFP, in my opinion, you still get passive income from their studio, which helps other artists, and they create their own collections together, such as with Disco Solaris. You get whitelisted to Disco Solaris. You also get royalties from their shoe sales, and you're going to be able to wear these shoes in the metaverse, certain metaverses, which they haven't released yet, but the first one that they partnered with was Ada Apes, or Cardano Apes rather, sorry. So I'm just I've been watching this project. I've been scooping them up off the floor, probably a few every week, and I'm just wondering when it's going to go. This is just my prediction. I could be wrong, but I think 66 is fair price, and I'm really wondering when Cypher Kicks are going to hit like 150 to 200 a piece. That's my prediction. I don't know when this is going to happen. I am always wrong about the time on when things go crazy, but I am usually pretty decent at picking out the projects that will go up. My timing is just usually horrible. Alright, another one that I haven't talked about in a while is Cardano Warriors. They have a play-to-earn game coming out. We're actually waiting on their trailer to be released, and I'll go to their Discord and I'll show a little bit of the artwork. This is some of the artwork that they're creating for their trailer. Obviously, it's not done, it's not colored in and such, but That's the type of artwork that it looks like. I think it's pretty cool. This is what the game is kind of going to be like. I've actually detailed the game in another video about a month ago, so I'll leave a link to that. You can watch that. But yeah, it's just a play to earn game. It's in development, and the floor has been about 130 ADA for the longest time, even before all the new people came over. So now we can see, going back to CNFT.io, that it's back to around 150. Well, actually, it's up to about 150. And I think the floor could continue to rise because there's going to be a limited amount of these guys and people are going to want to play the game. So this is one that I'm kind of waiting to see, but it wouldn't surprise me if it went crazy sometime in the future. Now, another one that I called out a few weeks ago that hasn't really come to fruition yet, it went up a little bit after I called it out, but it's still about the same price, is Cardano Trees. Cardano Trees is an old school project. They take trees around the world and they line them up to be animated based on the time zone. So if it's an American tree, you know, right now it's 2:34 p.m. for me. So the tree would probably have some sunshine out and it would, you know, it's kind of cold in the winter. So it probably shows some, like, you know, not a lot of leaves. The leaves have fallen off, that sort of thing. But then come the fall, my leaves would be, you know, different colors. They'd be maybe slowly falling off to the ground. It shows like a real image of the tree in theory of how it would look, you know, in real life. But they've come out with their add-ons, which is like fireworks in the background, the sun and the moon, some flowers, and some other things that they're creating in the future as well. Eventually you'll be able to add these onto your trees, but they haven't added the utility yet, but they're continuing to work in the background. However, there's more of a reason why I think these sorts of projects are going to become more popular, because think about metaverses. Now, last year metaverses were just a buzzword, literally, in my opinion, because it was all promises for next year and maybe even the year after, depending on how long development takes. But now we've already seen with some of the cornucopious trailers that you're able to put some of your artwork in your home. And once people start streaming their homes and they start streaming their artwork, people are going to want to see that artwork in their homes because people are really good at designing. I could see some people making some really cool tree designs and then throwing some Cardano NFT trees in the mix to like make it look really nice and pop. So I think designing is really going to be a thing inside of the metaverse that people are looking for, and some of these NFTs are going to be better than others. The last one I'm going to talk about is Cardano Kids. Now, Cardano Kids is probably, in all honesty, on the lower end of my hope scale. It was the first NFT I actually ever bought. I bought 10 of them for 400 ADA because it was like a deal that you'd get 11 if you bought 10 for 400. So I was like, sweet, I'm getting like one for free essentially. And I sold 2, got about half my money back, and now I'm just sitting on the others and I'm down about 200 ADA, but I'm holding about 9 of these. And you know, it would be great if they went up in value because I have a bunch of them and I could sell them and make some money, but like, in all honesty, I just don't know what's going to happen with these. Their last drop, in my opinion, came out of nowhere. There was like no marketing. Nobody I knew was talking about it. Like the day before it released, I see it like pop up somewhere on my feed and I'm like, how the heck? And then it just like came and went like nothing. So I would really like to see Cardano Kids come out of their shell or just like be more open with the community, talk about what they're doing. They have like these kid coins that you got with some of the drops, which they haven't really explained too much yet. But it is slowly being bought up. You see the floor at 20 ADA. The purchasing was, or the mint rather, was 40 ADA. And these are similar to like Garbage Pail Kids or whichever they're called, the old like collectible things back in the day. So these aren't like, there is no utility for these. Like it is supposed to be just art and you collect them just like the Garbage Pail Kids. But these are old school. These are like really old school. So I do see value just because they're old school, but I would also like to see the team kind of come out and be more social, like more interaction with people. But these could be put in houses as well too, to kind of flex like that OG status that people like to claim. But right now, you know, they're just kind of worthless. Based on here, 20 ADA, 88 ADA on the day. Not a whole lot of people seem to care about Cardano Kids, but I mean, there's a whole list of these, right? You could scroll all the way up. You could say, oh, 200, you know. Like, for example, this is actually a good example. Where was it? Equine Pioneer Jockeys, 205 ADA on the day. That's it. These things are going to be crazy in the future, right? You're going to need a jockey to race your horse. People are going to love racing equine horses. So just because there's not a lot of ADA on any given day doesn't mean that it's a worthless NFT. But OpenCNFT is great to kind of go through and see what people are caring about at the moment. The lower you go, the less they care, or just the less they know. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. I'm kind of rambling. If any of this content helped, please like and subscribe. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so we can spend more time with them. Till next time, guys. Peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.